Meet Ryan Larkins.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
clever name
Thank
for
you.
your debut EP.
Thank you so much. I thought that was a good idea to call it Meet Ryan Larkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? Is that your idea?
Yeah, I thought why not?
I want to just get right out of the gate and cover
Okay.
some ground
Let's
with you.
do it. Let's go.
I'm going to describe some plots of television shows.
Oh no.
And
oh no.
I want you to try to identify what those television shows are.
I am not going to be good at this.
Then we're going to talk about why you're not going to be good at it.
Okay.
All right. This show follows the story of a young man born and raised in West Philadelphia.
Oh, I do know this actually.
Okay.
Okay, this is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
He says with this is.
Yeah.
He still said it with a question.
I think I know.
Do you know the theme song? In West Philadelphia.
Born and raised on a playground is where I spent most of my days.
All right, I'm
That's
making you
about all I
look
know.
good.
Yeah.
I'm making you look
Thank
super good.
Thank you.
I think you'll get this one too. I try to
Okay.
come up with easy ones.
Okay, good.
This show,
How are you?
who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants. That was not right. That was not good.
SpongeBob.
Little
That
too
was a
low.
little like
was
the
not as
adult
good.
version of
Yeah, right,
SpongeBob.
right.
SpongeBob. All right, one more.
Okay.
This is
okay.
kind of. I tried to be
Oh, I
easy.
appreciate you doing that.
All right, this is very iconic.
Okay.
In the news recently for a not so great reason.
Okay.
Follows the story of some young people making their way through New York City, trying to navigate the big city.
I really don't know that. I should-
Ross, Rachel.
Oh, Friends. Yeah, Friends.
Dun, 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 dun,
Friends.
dun, dun, dun. No
Yeah.
one told me life was gonna be this way. Clap,
I don't know
clap,
that.
clap, clap. Okay.
I don't know that one. I don't know that one.
Now, you may ask, she's an idiot. Why is she even doing this with this very obviously sweet man who's trying to make his way as an artist? Because I found out that you literally didn't have a TV, didn't watch TV.
That's right. No, it was like my dad, he was a Pentecostal preacher growing up, and we did not have a TV. The only way I knew those other two was I used to go to my grandmother's house, and that's where I kind of got my fix, you know.
What was her name?
Nanny.
Nanny was
Nita-
the wild
Nita
ass in the
Birch.
family, right?
Yeah, she drove a black Mustang.
Ooh.
She smoked Virginia Slims, and she said some words sometimes, which I liked. I liked that. But,
Get in here, kid.
yeah. No, she actually, one time she was out smoking Virginia Slims.
I'm
in
dead
the
on that.
carport,
Nanny.
And she was like, just watch that. What I turned on for you. It's good. It's good. And I was like, I don't think this show is very good. She's like, it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. And it was The Simpsons. And so I was like, I don't think I should be watching that. And so it was pretty funny. And even she would let us watch Beavis and Butthead and some things like that. And
I love
so,
Nanny.
Oh, she's the best. Yeah.
I was also told that you may be the sweet, and you can tell, I get it now. He's like, this is our mutual friend,
Okay.
Alex Valentine
Oh,
with
I
Red
love
Street. Yeah, he is not a sweet person,
He's
but we
sweet to
still
me.
love him. We
He's a
love
good-
him.
He's a good dude.
No, he's a very good dude, but he's like, this is the sweetest human you will ever meet. And you may think, which I wouldn't have, it's an act, but it's so genuine.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
So my goal in the whole podcast is to get you to talk shit about somebody.
Oh no! I got nothing to talk about. I don't want to do
No, that's not nice. No, I'm a mother of three. You're a father of three.
That's right. It's so wild. My kids, they're 11, 9, and 7, and they're just kind of.
Dude, that's a lot.
It's a lot. It's like my wife is like a saint.
She is.
Really is, and she's holding down the fort.
Is she the mean one? Is she as sweet as you
She's
are?
tough. Like she's tough.
Oh, like
and
your
she's-
song.
Yeah. She's
the tough one.
Right.
Okay.
But she's just. She's sweet too, though.
Yeah.
But she can be stern, and she's.
Oh, so it's good cop, bad cop, and you're like let's go play, kids.
Sometimes I do. I'll put my foot down.
Okay.
Sometimes too, but I'm not home very often. So when I'm home, I'm trying to play outside and be the fun guy.
we were talking about college and how you
Yes.
need to start saving now. I went all mama bear on you.
Yeah. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for any of it. I mean, my kids, they still seem so young, and I know, like, my
Oh, no, it's done.
11-year-old
The 11-year-old's done.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He could be driving now.
You really should. At 11, I told my kids, like, you know what? Get a job.
Okay. That's
You
good
know,
advice. Yeah, that's
Radio's
good.
going downhill. Mommy's,
Yeah.
times are tough.
Yeah.
It's better to teach them now.
That's so good. Yeah, I got a job. I remember I was working when I was 15.
Oh, what was your first job?
My first job, I was painting mailboxes at a really fancy neighborhood here in town.
Nice.
And there were 186 mailboxes, and I painted every single one. Like the first summer, like I was like 15, I saved up for my first guitar.
I love that.
It was fun.
I love the entrepreneur in you.
Yeah.
The subtext of this podcast is the Nashville truth.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so many places we can go with this based just on you being from here, based on your new song, which is the King of Country
Yes,
music.
ma'am.
And that's really all about the Nashville truth.
It really is.
So let's start with a very broad.
Okay.
What is your Nashville truth, Ryan Larkins?
That's a good question. The Nashville truth to me, it is, the king of country music is the song. I think that's it. It all. There are so many great artists in country music and in country music history, but I can't think about like George Strait without thinking Amarillo by Morning, and I can't think about Patsy Cline without thinking about a song like Crazy, and Merle Haggard. I think about Silver Wings, and so I just think every great artist has great songs, and that's where it all starts. And so I guess that's my
That's
Nashville
very
truth.
fair. And so let's talk about the song
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you've alluded to what it's about. You'll find out because we're going to be friends.
Yes, absolutely. I feel that.
I wouldn't say this if I didn't think it.
Okay.
I think that's like a song of the year song.
Oh wow! Thank you so
I mean,
much.
I really, you can start manifesting that.
Believe it,
Because I
believe it.
know because you're not super well known yet that's a big statement and I wouldn't say tough fight because I do think the song is so magical and speaks not just to this town but to people who love the genre and exactly what you're saying about it.
Sure.
Was that kind of your goal? How'd that even?
That was my goal. It's a wild thing how a song even begins. Like the way that song even got a start was like we were just driving around. I was driving around with my kids in the back seat, and we were listening to like classic country music, like George Strait, Patsy Cline, Willie Nelson, Merle Haggard, and like I was just having the time of my life. Had the kids there, and my oldest son, he asked me, he's like, "Dad, who's the greatest country singer of all time? Who's the king of country music?" And
Stop it.
yeah, I was like, man, that's a good question because I was listening to all my favorites, and it's hard to pick just one, and so
Yeah, I always feel bad even identifying. Like same thing with the Queen. Like,
Right.
like who's to say? I mean, obviously, I wouldn't take it. There's enough crowns to go around.
sure.
How about
right.
that?
Exactly. But I remember I was at a red light on Charlotte Avenue, and it just kind of hit me out of nowhere. I know exactly who the king of country music is, and wrote that song about it. And I'm so thankful for that song and everything that it stands for. And I want to be that artist who, that's known for having great songs. And I feel like that's a song that I'm just proud of. I'm proud to lead off, my career with that song as a single at country radio. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, no, it's a special song.
Thank
so I
you.
do believe that. So
Thank you.
hopefully, fingers crossed.
That's
Because
right.
I hope what you hope about that is that it gets the recognition it deserves
Well, thank you.
because it is so special.
Thank you so much.
And not just so. Right now, you also had your buddy Cody Johnson's. So that's testimony to your songwriting. The
Oh.
painter.
Thank you.
Go number one.
Hopefully it will.
Oh, it's not there yet.
No, but hopefully it will.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
accept
doing a
that,
lot
too.
of predicting
I'll
here.
accept
I'm
that,
like
too.
the
Hey.
Kelstradamus. Ask me a question
I
about
hope-
something.
Hey, I hope you're right about that, but That song is. I'm
going to guess your weight right now.
Oh no, I haven't checked in a couple of days. I've been on radio tour, a lot of food.
Are you a daily checker?
No, I used to be, but I'm not anymore.
I'm a daily checker.
Are you really?
I think it's largely unhealthy, but it's also like I don't freak out, but I want to kind of a gauge of, because sometimes you think your weight's really up, and then it's not,
right?
And then sometimes you're like, what?
Yeah.
What happened?
You just about to fall out on the floor,
yeah.
Right? That's what I'm afraid would happen if I checked it. But
I'm gonna go.
Oh no!
I'm still doing it.
Okay.
But you're tall.
You're tall, so
I would say. Were you 6'2", 6'3"?
6'3".
Oh, he got mad about that. I mean, your hair was like an inch.
Then I'm like 6'5".
Yeah. Then you're like an NBA player.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I need other work, so this could be. I'm practicing to work at fairs.
And I wouldn't know if you're right,
but you're gonna tell me the truth.
I'll try.
204.
That's probably close to right. It might be a little bit.
I was gonna go 190.
Lower.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it might be more than that. I don't know.
I was gonna go 197, but I don't know.
Well,
yeah,
I'll take either of those.
Well, I think
Thank you.
I'll take $10.
Okay.
I don't have my wallet on me for that. We just did a transaction.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Let's talk about kids again and Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Best time of year.
Oh, it's the best time of year.
It's the most wonderful time of year.
And it's kind of the most stressful time of year too. But it's fun. It's really fun.
What is the stress level for? Like, how do you handle it? Like, is it like it's all about? I can imagine with your background and your faith that's a huge part of it.
That's true.
How do we handle presents? How do we handle Santa?
We try to do 3 gifts per child.
I love that.
That's like the thing, and you get to pick. We make little lists and three presents from Santa.
And socks if they ask for
socks,
Santa gives them socks.
Yeah, that's a great. I love socks actually.
I mean, a good pair of socks.
Yeah, right. We have extremes though. We've got like bicycle. We've got everything from bicycle to like basketball. Like a basketball, that's a good gift.
Santa's getting off easy on that one.
I know. I thought my little girl asked for a basketball, which I was like, "Are you sure you get what you want? Get whatever you want." She's like, "I want a pink basketball." So
I love this kid.
She's gonna get a pink basketball. I might give her 4 presents.
Right.
Us,
that seems like
seems
a
fair.
good What's her birth order? Middle?
She's youngest.
Oh, we were talking about the youngest.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing your birth order. This is another trick I have.
Yeah.
I think you're oldest.
You're right.
It's that You're so earnest and responsible. Do the right thing.
Try to. You got it. You nailed it.
Yeah. Pretty good read
at
of people.
this.
Pretty good.
I wouldn't get.
I haven't made a cent doing it. You won't even pay me the $10 you owe me.
I'll probably owe you 20.
That's right. That one was a freebie.
Okay.
I'm still working on that as a gift.
Okay. Thank you so much.
As far as I was having this debate with friends of mine the other day, actually a songwriter, artist friend of mine, and he was on his keyboards, and we were debating what to sing, right? So I think, like, Winter Wonderland is my favorite to sing along with, right?
That's a fun song. It's a fun song.
Because you can harmonize, right?
I love that.
What about you? What's your...
It's so hard to pick. I've been singing White Christmas a lot. I like that. I like that
song. That's good.
I like Jingle Bells just because the kids like it and we play that one at home.
Did you see where Brenda Lee? Did you see this?
I saw this. Oh, come on. I'm such a fan of her.
She's a Nashville, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't even remember what year this was. It must have been 1995 or something.
Okay.
I was calling her to interview her.
Oh, really? Wow.
And I somehow got like her, like legit her home phone number. And she's like, "Hey there." I go, "Oh, my name's Kelly. I think we have an interview scheduled." She goes, "Listen, I tell you what, I'm getting my hair done right now. I promise I will call you back." I mean, it was like talking to your nanny.
I love that.
Like, she was so real.
It's so fun. I love people like that who are just who they are. And you get what you get.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And so, yes, she became you can correct me if I got this wrong, the oldest songwriter in history to make #1, because Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree finally toppled Mariah Carey's.
This is big.
This is big,
y'all. I know. I'm so proud for her. That's a big moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big moment for her. It's a great song.
78. She's 78.
That's wild. And that movie, that's in Home Alone, right? That's whenever everybody's
yes.
like dancing and everything in the window. I love that. I love that movie and that part of
Look
that
at
movie.
you with pop culture all
trying.
there.
I'm trying to keep up with the kids.
You release The Man Who Holds a Beer.
That's right. Man Who Holds a Beer.
Which is weird because you don't drink.
I don't.
Mm-hmm. The light beer.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, some of that.
That's a great song. That's
Thank
on the
you
EP.
so much. Thank you.
And then you hit the road for radio.
That's right. It's been a blast. I mean, I've met so many people, and I've seen, like, I've never really traveled very much, but I've seen everything. I've been to Las Vegas. I've been to Denver, Colorado, which I've seen the mountains and everything. That was incredible.
Amazing. People don't understand until you see them in person.
No,
it's one of those things you got to see in person.
No, that's right. Got to go to New Orleans. Got to see all of Texas. That was really wild. And then I made it to California for the first time ever. Got to see all that. It was incredible. L.A. was really cool. San Diego, though, that's my favorite.
Oh, people love that. It's so
gorgeous.
Right.
It's
well,
gorgeous.
That's the place people like. You don't have to pay me. I'll just live there.
Yeah. No,
it's pretty cool.
Really
it's
nice.
funny that you said that because your other fellow Nashvilleian, who I love, Mitchell Tenpenny.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
When I think I asked him something like, what's been the biggest surprise about being an artist? And he's like, getting to know this country and getting to know the different and seeing things you never would have seen.
It's so true. It's amazing. I mean, our country is just incredible. And I mean, just from the mountains to the beach.
To the prairies.
Yeah, right.
From the mount. He stopped himself.
God bless America.
We are singing. We're talking in songs now.
Yeah.
What else do we need to cover? What do you want to ask me, Ryan Larkins? Because I've been in the business. I've been in radio a long time. Maybe I can help you on your radio tour.
Well, what's your favorite thing about your job?
Oh, about radio?
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about it?
I have always done this for relationships.
Okay.
And the joy I get from creating long-term relationships, like with your buddy Alex Valentine and his wife and family, and just being part of a genre that has a tradition. A lot of other genres aren't as cohesive. There's not. I love pop. I mean, I don't just love country, but I love being part of this genre because it is a community.
Yes.
And as far as on the air, I love building community around that love.
That's amazing.
So
that's really, really cool. I'm sure you've seen artists, so many artists just kind of come through, and some last and some don't. Like, what's the common trait, or what's the common thing about the artists that last a long time?
Well, I think in radio, that's a great question. I've never flipped the roles like this. I think always what I said to you maybe before you sat down was, you're going to do great because you know yourself. So knowing yourself is really, really crucial, because then you won't get swept away.
Sure.
And you'll keep the perspective as to why you're doing it, what brings you joy about it. And I don't think some people even ask themselves the questions you just asked. Why do I like to do this? What is important to me? What matters to me? And it's easy when you are raising kids and just trying to make a living and doing your best to lose sight of some of those things and get swept away. So I think loving it for what it is, understanding that my dad said this to me when I got a little big for my britches. He said, remember, Kelly, it's not who you are. It's just what you do.
That's so good.
Right?
That's great. That's great advice.
Yeah. I don't even want to get you to talk smack about anybody. I feel bad about saying shit.
No, people say it all the time. Nothing wrong with it.
He's like, people, but not me. Potty mouth.
I did. I remember the first time I said it though. I had like my blocks out in my room, and I'd just been to Nanny's house, and I was playing. I had my back to the door, and I was saying it over and over and over again. And my mom, she walked by and she said, "Ryan, what did you just say? What just came out of your mouth?" And I said, "Oh, I just said it." And she was like, "We don't say that. Don't say it again, or you're going to get your mouth wiped or washed out with soap,
Just like Christmas Story.
Yeah, that's right. And so I was like, okay. And I did it again, and I got my mouth
Stop
washed out
it.
with I never will forget that. Dial soap the bar.
Ooh.
Get the bar.
But no bacteria in that mouth after
that's
that.
Right. That's
I
right.
mean,
I still feel good about it.
speaking about that song and the Nashville Truth, one could argue.
Okay.
I'm not saying one is arguing this, but it's thought and fodder for Nashville Truth. Has that piece of the business become too much of a business? That's a good question.
That is a good question. Maybe for some people. I think maybe. I don't know. I don't know though. I'm not sure how to answer that. I'm not sure.
I don't think there's a wrong answer, honestly.
Yeah.
Sometimes me, as a consumer, sometimes I think that's a little formulaic.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That could be right.
But
I
and
think you might
I
be
love
right.
that you're saying what you said for you. It's not, and I'm asking more of a general question because I think sometimes, as I talk to a lot of people, not just in our genre, that's their beef with country.
Okay.
A little.
Okay.
Right?
Right. No, and I get that, but I don't think so. I
Mm-hmm.
really don't think so.
Other than country, what's your genres turn you on? What do you like? Obviously, you like Adele, so.
Yeah, I like Adele. I mean, I grew up on like Southern gospel music, so I love hymns. I like old gospel music, and I like listening to that, and I even like big band stuff.
I love big band stuff.
I bought a record the other day of Dean Martin, and I mean, I've worn that thing out. He was so good, and I love his voice. I love the production, and like if I'm gonna listen to something just to kind of calm me down, or I'm just sitting in the living room just thinking or whatever, I wanna listen to something like that. Like,
you know who I just discovered? I'm not just discovered her, but like I'm now kind of a new fan is Etta James.
Oh yeah, she was so good. No, that's good stuff.
Right?
That's really, really good stuff.
I do feel like that's my default comfort music,
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of that old school. Like I also love the fashion of the 40s. I love,
do too.
right?
Everybody looked nice, and they all dressed up, and there's something about
with a
that.
little hat, and a little. Hey, did everybody talk like this?
I guess so.
I love old movies.
Oh yeah, me too.
All right, okay? Okay. What's your favorite old movie?
That's a tough one. I like. This is crazy, but I like The Wizard of Oz.
That tracks.
I like that movie.
That's such a good message too.
Yeah.
But those monkeys,
The
man,
monkeys,
they were
that
creepy.
Threw me off a little bit. I always like to fast forward that part.
That's like bad nightmares. The witch
know.
didn't even freak me out as much as the freaking monkeys.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right. You're right about that.
I know.
The
Say
witch
that
freaked
again.
me out too. You're right.
This is why I
Now
like
you owe
him.
me $10.
That's right. Dang, never even. I love Bringing Up Baby. Did you ever watch that?
You know what? I haven't seen that. I have not seen that.
It's such a I love Katharine Hepburn anyway. Katharine Hepburn, Cary Grant.
I need to see that.
And it's hijinks. It's just like a screwball comedy.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Okay.
I just was actually on a date.
Were you really? Okay.
Well, we don't have to talk about that.
No, let's talk about
But we'll talk about what I love that he does.
Okay.
Because we were talking about movies and Bringing Up Baby, and I was like, yeah, that's on AFI's list of the top 100 best movies of all time. He's like, I've watched every movie on that list.
Are you kidding me?
And he had a spreadsheet.
Wow.
He has a spreadsheet for what he's like. This did make me think, though.
Okay.
He has a spreadsheet for the countries he wants to visit.
Wow.
The countries he has visited.
Wow.
The movies and the books he's an accountant, but the movies and books he wants to read. I was like, okay.
It's a man that knows what he wants.
Well, it's intention.
Yeah. I love that.
right? Instead of la la la. Or sometimes I'm like, oh, hey, squirrel.
Right. I'm more that way. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Right. That's pretty impressive. Wow.
It was inspiring, really.
Oh. So, you think you'll go on another date with this guy?
I've been on another date with him.
Have you really? Good for you.
Yeah.
That seems
Not
like
really my,
it's going well. Then.
not technically my type, but I enjoy his earnestness.
That's really cool.
Like I need someone calm, as you can tell.
That's good. That's really
See,
good.
he wouldn't even talk bad about me to me.
No.
We're on the trajectory.
Yes.
As I mentioned, Song of the Year, I'll start lobbying for you now.
Thank you.
And the EP's out, Meet
Sure
Ryan
is.
Larkins.
It sure is.
Now what's next? What's 2024 look like? Goals, aspirations?
You know, I do have some big goals. I want to play the Grand Ole Opry. I've never played the Grand Ole Opry.
Done.
It's like I cannot wait to stand in that circle and sing King of Country Music.
Oh my
It's
God,
gonna
being
be-
from here, please.
It's like
You're going to cry? Are you going to make it through? I would
feel like
cry.
I probably will get choked up.
I feel
probably
like you
so,
will too.
But I'm excited. I feel it coming.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I believe that's going to happen in 2024, and I'm going on tour with Priscilla Block, which I cannot wait.
Look, just like I like The Accountant, you two are a good little
Yeah, it's a good-
juxtaposition.
right,
I like
right.
that.
I think so. It's going to be, we're totally opposite, but that's going to make a great show. I really think so.
And a lot of times for the year, I haven't decided what mine is, but instead of, resolutions, I'll pick a word for the year. If you had one
that's
word,
good.
if you have one word for 2024, Ryan Larkins, what's your inspo word?
It might be faith. Because, I mean, I think that's probably it, faith. Okay.
I try to end with a Kelly's Quick Six.
Okay.
See if my computer froze again. I think we covered some of these already,
Okay.
but you'll have to pick a team. Elf the movie or Elf on a Shelf?
Oh, Elf the movie.
Oh, Holy Night or Silent Night?
I like Silent Night.
Okay. Any reason? Just vocally?
It just goes on and on. Sometimes the runs and everything on Oh Holy Night,
It's
and
a
it
lot.
just kind of it's like you need to sit there and be able to take it all in. And
I appreciate
Silent
that
Night.
simplicity.
Yeah, the simple. I like it.
Snow or no snow on Christmas?
Let's snow
All right.
on Christmas.
Does it rarely here?
Yeah, but let's do it.
Yeah,
do it this
coming
time.
from Colorado and New York, it's always a little too warm here on Christmas for me.
It is warm sometimes.
Christmas lights or inflatables?
We actually have the inflatables at our house. So
We've got
inflatables.
kids.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
I am snobby about very few things.
Okay.
I'm now in a house, and I really tried to buy inflatables.
Okay.
I just can't.
I understand.
I want like
understand.
traditional white lights.
I like that too.
All right.
I like that.
But I appreciate an inflatable.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't see myself purchasing one.
I understand that. I do
Okay.
understand it.
Fake or real?
Oh, fake. Yeah, I like the fake tree. I don't know why.
It's like I'm not apologizing for anything.
Yeah, I'm not. Do you have a real one?
This is the first year I have a fake one.
Okay. Well,
And
how
it was
do you like it?
It's a disaster, Ryan. Thank
It's
you
a
for
disaster?
asking.
The fake one's a disaster?
It is a complete disaster. You know why? I have a little place.
Okay.
And I've been in little apartments and moving around. So finally I'm like, I'm going to get a tree.
Yeah.
But I love the smell of some good balsam,
Yeah,
Fraser fir.
I get it.
But I get a skinny tree, so it doesn't take up much of my room.
I like that.
My gay friend Steven was like, that looks like garland. I was like, that was hurtful,
That's too
but
bad.
accurate.
That's hilarious.
I might have to move it on my porch and get a real tree.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
really
well done.
bothering me that much. It almost looks like a department store decoration.
I understand.
I
Yeah.
feel like trees have to have character.
Oh, yeah.
You want the crappy ornaments. You want like real,
Yeah.
even if
Okay.
it's fake.
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yes.
This looks like too perfect. It's not me.
Sure. I feel you. I feel you.
And finally, this is a weird question, but we'll wrap
Okay.
it up with this.
Okay.
Would you rather experience Christmas in 1700 or 2100?
Ooh, that is a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious about 2100. I think maybe I will do that. I think that one.
I feel like that too, even though I'm fascinated with castles and
Oh,
whatnot.
yeah. Same.
I feel like I would have died in childbirth or something at 1700.
Right.
Poor
Right.
mother.
You can get some weird disease or
That's right.
something and not have any
Yeah.
antibiotics. So I think we'll go with
Not good.
2100.
Well, yeah, we'll take our chances.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we'll meet Ryan Larkins. He's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
We love you.
Love you too. Thank
Merry
you for having me.
Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
God bless us, everyone.